It's cold out because it's Kansas and it's fall. Anyway, be glad that you can't smell anything through YouTube, because the inside of the Scion, well, it doesn't smell great. Alec is here. Yeah, the sun is kind of in the shot, but oh well. And we're gonna make this thing tolerable. Not Concours quality, but tolerable. So this isn't as bad as the Insight was when I got it, because if you'll remember, that thing sat for 3 years with no driver window, but it's not great in here, especially. Okay, apparently that just straight up doesn't work. There we go. It's just kind of funky in general. Steering wheel, I don't know how much of that is ruined leather and how much of that is just human slime. And then, you know, I did grease the sunroof mechanism, but I didn't clean it very well. And in the back hatch here we have something awful happening in the spare tire well. Crunchy. So yeah, we're just gonna try and make the inside of this car livable. Ooh, and probably clean out all that potential rust. We're gonna remove the seats. Everyone yelled at me for not vacuuming under the seat when I put it in, even though I clearly said my extension cord would not reach that far. So we're gonna pop the seats back out because it's super easy, and get those cleaned as well. And hopefully by the end of it, this thing will be nice to drive until it tries to kill you again. Episode on that coming soon whenever I get parts. Real quick, let's demonstrate one of the really cool features of this car. So this is a feature that I believe is kind of inherited from the Toyota Previa, if any of you remember that amazing funky egg of a minivan. If I take this out, take the seat, slide it all the way forward, I can then do this, and you have a bed. It's not the worst thing. I don't know. This was a $13,000 car when it was new or something like that, so they knew that people buying these were probably going to end up sleeping in them at some point. But it's kind of a neat feature. What's interesting is I think this was like advertised feature in some countries but not others. I don't know. That's just something that was told to me. Some random dude told me about this feature and said that it was advertised in Japan but not in the US. But they didn't sell these in Japan, so I don't know what he was talking about. Either way, it's pretty cool. Delicious. You can see. Yeah.
Just all the way across.
Wonderful. That is top tier. I kind of feel gross after sitting in this, actually. That was a bad move. So while Alec gets ready to extract, I'm going to try and figure out an evap code that this car is throwing. The three most common causes of it are the gas cap, which I checked and it seals perfectly, the evap purge solenoid, which I checked and it works perfectly, and the PCV valve here. So let's take a look at that guy. So first of all, the hose is pretty battered, and it was like that is super cracked where it goes on the intake manifold down here. But let's take a look. It functions. It's just dirty. And you can hear the ball still rattles around in there, so it's just a one-way check valve. I can suck through it, though not very well. Ooh, no. Nope, it's hosed. So I need a new one of these. So what happened was when I was sucking through it, I get a little bit of air, then it'll go pop and I get a lot of air. It shouldn't do that. It should just free flow in one direction, and then I could blow back through it a little bit. So this thing's shot. It's probably all carboned up. This isn't a direct injection motor, so it doesn't have as many carbon issues as one of those would have, but clearly still not great. So we need a new hose and a new PCV valve, and hopefully that'll solve my stupid emissions check engine light garbage. Unfortunately, there's not a single auto parts store in Wichita that has this hose, which is completely cracked at this end and wasn't even remotely sealing at that end, so I just got some universal fuel hose. Unfortunately, it's like a bigger diameter at that end than this end, which is, I don't understand why. Just make the nipples the same size. So I kind of had to stretch it down there, and I got the clamp around it, and it's, I mean, it's tight. It's barely, it's like only on there by like 1/4 of an inch, but it's tight. And then we've got a new PCV valve. So we're just gonna stick that in there, tighten it down with my 22 wrench. I got another 22, but I can't show that on YouTube. I'm sure this doesn't need to be super tight. It's got all that thread sealant on there to keep it from sealing, and torque isn't what seals it anyway. Just got to keep it from vibrating back out. Will that be the end of my evap codes? Probably not, but hey, it was broken and now it's fixed. New PCV system installed. Just gonna go take a look at our fault codes here. Oh, a PO420. That's interesting. I didn't have that one before. PO441 and the P2420 is what I was concerned about. So let's go ahead and clear those. That PO420 is disappointing because that's going to be a pain to fix. Let's see if they all go away. Some of the evap stuff just stays behind and then goes away on its own once it's actually like fixed and the ECU has confirmation that it's fixed. Cool. Nothing. Hopefully it cold starts just a little bit better now that there isn't a vacuum leak there. I don't know where the rear O2 sensor is on this thing. I mean, there's the front, obviously, but I think you gotta get underneath the car to get to the rear. Hopefully that code was just a side effect of the vacuum leak, because then there's going to be an imbalance between how much air it thinks it's getting and what its fuel trims are, and a lot of stuff can, well, I don't know, that's catalyst. Who knows? Let's just hope it doesn't come back. This is like the fourth go at these back seats. They are absolutely horrid. I don't know if Alec is hating his life yet or not. Possibly. While he was working on that, I did give the Miata's interior a real nice cleaning. Look at how nice the carpet is now, and the seats, and it took me 2 years of ownership to realize this car has height adjustable seats. I've been uncomfortable literally this whole time. I had no idea. But hey, it's looking good now. We've just lost the sun. Remember when I checked the OBD2 codes? I forgot to turn the car off after that. So killed the battery and had to jump start it, so it's just gonna sit there and idle for a while. And let's see, other than that, some extracting has happened, some vacuums have happened. Back seats are starting to look pretty decent. But then we took this out. First off, ew. Second off,
Bigger ew.
delicious.
This is all just gunk and grime that's gotten wet at some point.
Oh, check out that negative ground cable install with just a couple self-tappers. Nice. Nice. Yeah, that's disgusting.
Yep, a little bit.
On the plus side, my check engine light hasn't come back on. Look at all the room in here now with no seats. Wow. Oh boy. So I clamped off the whatever this is, a seat belt, I believe, some sort of belt mechanism, because it is, where is it? Ah, yes, there's the real crunchy bit. Absolutely disgusting. So we've got ourselves a bucket of water and degreaser, and the whole thing's just gonna go in there. I used a steam cleaner to clean the one in, I think, the Insight, but I think this is probably a better solution. So we'll just let that dwell for a bit. Other than that, this thing's just kind of like a vacuum on the floors away from being done.
Well, and extracting the carpet still.
And we gotta put the glove box back.
We'll talk about it.
However that happened. The back seats are looking quite fresh though.
Yeah, they are.
I mean, that's someplace I would actually sit without hating everything. Super, so comfy. Yeah, your head is touching the glass. Comfort.
I've established I need gloves.
All right, what do we got?
Wilson Lake Beach. Or Milford, take your pick.
It's delicious.
Anybody not from Kansas is just like, the hell do your lakes look like?
It's not inaccurate.
What's funny is that they might have actually gotten it from the lake.
Yeah, there's a good chance. Have you ever been sitting at your computer at 11 at night editing a video and you're just wrapping it up and you realize you never filmed the last part of it? Yeah. Me neither. Behold, a much cleaner Scion. It's actually tolerable in here. This is kind of just messed up in some areas, but really what's important is it no longer smells absolutely tragic. We've got, that doesn't feel disgusting. This doesn't feel disgusting. The cup holder is clean. Absolutely phenomenal. Let's have a seat. Every time I get in here, I just drag stuff in with my shoes. Just kind of unfortunate, but yeah, a little bit of stuff is blown in here. But overall, someplace I wouldn't exactly hate to spend time now. How about that? Probably one of the most important investments you can make in your car is just having it cleaned so that it's usable. Overall, I'm really happy with how this turned out. This car went from an absolute disgusting pile of trash to something that can actually be used as a vehicle, which is important. And thanks a lot to Alec for helping me out. Well, by helping me out, I guess I mean doing everything for me. Not a whole lot to show here. Thanks for watching.